Somewhere in China, a team of engineers has built a device that cleans fabric without a drum, without a spin cycle, and without 10 gallons of water per load. It uses ultrasonic waves to shake dirt directly out of the fibers at the molecular level. No agitation, no rinse, no waiting 45 minutes for a machine to finish. If this technology scales the way the early data suggests it will, the washing machine sitting in your home right now, the one that vibrates across the floor, floods occasionally, and takes up an entire corner of a room, could be heading toward the same fate as the rotary telephone. That's not an exaggeration. It's the direction the numbers are pointing, and it's worth understanding exactly why. Stop for a second and think about what a washing machine actually does. It fills a drum with water, spins it, tumbles clothes around to create mechanical friction against the fabric, and then drains and refills multiple times before the job is done. The entire process is essentially controlled chaos. You're relying on water pressure, soap chemistry, and physical impact to dislodge particles from textile fibers. It's a system that hasn't changed in its core logic since the electric washer became a household standard in the mid-20th century. The machine got quieter, the cycles got programmable, the panels went digital, but the underlying method stayed the same. This isn't a small market to be disrupting. The global washing machine industry was valued at roughly $42 billion in 2023, with China both the world's largest manufacturer and its largest consumer. Chinese factories produce more than 40% of all washing machines sold globally, with major players like Haier, Midea, and Hisense leading production across massive industrial facilities in Guangdong, Shandong, and Zhejiang provinces. And the problem those manufacturers have always quietly carried is the same one this new technology is designed to solve. Washing machines use enormous amounts of water. A single standard load consumes between 40 and 80 liters depending on the model. Multiply that by the estimated 700 million units operating worldwide, and the scale of the resource consumption becomes difficult to look at directly. The technology at the center of this shift is called ultrasonic cleaning, and it isn't entirely new in industrial settings. Precision engineering, jewelry manufacturing, and medical instrument sterilization have used ultrasonic baths for decades. The principle is straightforward. A transducer converts electrical energy into high-frequency sound waves, typically in the range of 20 to 400 kilohertz, far above the threshold of human hearing. Those waves travel through a liquid medium and create millions of microscopic bubbles through a process called acoustic cavitation. When those bubbles collapse, they release tiny, violent shock waves that physically dislodge contaminants from surfaces at a scale too small for any mechanical brush or drum to reach. The technology works. The question was always whether it could be adapted for fabric at a consumer level without destroying the clothing in the process. That's where the Chinese development enters the picture. Researchers affiliated with institutions, including teams connected to the Chinese Academy of Sciences, and private manufacturers, including Haier's Innovation Division, have been working on ultrasonic transducer arrays, specifically calibrated for textile fibers rather than hard surfaces. The challenge isn't generating the waves. It's controlling the intensity so that cavitation cleans without degrading the weave structure of cotton, wool, or synthetic blends. Early prototypes used a flat transducer panel against which dampened fabric was pressed directly, eliminating the need for a full water bath. The device used roughly 200 milliliters of water per cycle, compared to the 60 liters a conventional top loader would consume doing the same job. That's a reduction of more than 99% in water usage per wash. And the energy comparison is similarly striking. Traditional washing machines draw between 500 and 2,000 watts depending on the heating element and motor load. The ultrasonic prototypes being tested operate in the range of 100 to 200 watts for comparable cleaning performance on lightly to moderately soiled garments. That gap matters in places where electricity costs are climbing, and water scarcity is a genuine infrastructure problem, which describes a growing portion of the planet. Efficiency isn't just a selling point here. In certain regions, it's the entire argument for adoption. Before we keep going, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Could you envision putting faith in a device that uses sound waves and a small amount of water to actually get your clothes clean? Or does the image of a full drum and a proper rinse cycle feel too built-in to replace? Leave your answer below. Drop a like if you're finding this useful, and subscribe so you don't miss the follow-up videos on technology that's quietly moving into spaces we never expected it to reach. Now, it's worth being honest about where this actually stands, because the gap between a promising prototype and a machine in your home is real. The ultrasonic devices demonstrated so far perform best on everyday items: shirts, underwear, light cotton fabrics. Heavily soiled workwear, thick denim, or garments with deep-set grease stains still present challenges that the current transducer configurations haven't fully resolved. The physics of cavitation at fabric-safe intensities has limits, and those limits are exactly where conventional drum washing still wins. There's also the question of what replaces a rinse cycle. Some designs require a separate brief rinse of the fabric after the ultrasonic pass, which adds back a small but non-trivial water usage that narrows the efficiency advantage. Cost is the other honest constraint. Consumer-ready ultrasonic fabric cleaning devices currently sit at price points comparable to mid-range washing machines, roughly 2,000 to 4,500 yuan in the Chinese domestic market, without the proven long-term reliability data that established washing machine brands have built over decades. An appliance that cleans differently is one thing. An appliance that cleans differently and might need servicing in ways no local technician is trained to handle is a harder sell, especially in markets outside China, where the distribution and support infrastructure for this category simply doesn't exist yet. The technology is real. The product is not yet finished. What makes this moment feel different from previous rounds of washing machine disruption that never materialized is the convergence happening around it. Water scarcity projections from the United Nations suggest that by 2030, global demand for fresh water will exceed supply by approximately 40%. That creates regulatory and economic pressure that has historically done more to accelerate adoption of new appliance technology than consumer preference alone. China has already introduced appliance efficiency standards that effectively phase out the least efficient washing machine categories, and similar frameworks are being discussed in the European Union. If ultrasonic fabric cleaning can clear its remaining technical hurdles within the next 5 to 7 years, it won't just be entering a market. It'll be entering a market where the old standard is already being pushed out from below. And that raises the real question sitting underneath all of this. The washing machine has been a fixed piece of household infrastructure for so long that most people have never once questioned whether the method itself could be replaced rather than just refined. It was the drum, then the electric motor, then the digital timer, then the Wi-Fi connection. Each generation improved the same fundamental process. This is the first serious attempt in decades to abandon that process entirely in favor of something that works on a completely different physical principle. Whether ultrasonic fabric cleaning becomes the standard in 10 years or stays a niche product for the next 20 depends on engineering problems that are genuinely still being solved. But the direction is set, and the washing machine, for the first time in a very long time, is no longer the only answer to the question of how clean clothes get made. So here's what I want to know from you. If a compact ultrasonic device hit the market at a reasonable price, used almost no water, and cleaned your everyday clothes in under 10 minutes, would that be enough for you to let go of the washing machine entirely? Or is there something about the familiar cycle, the weight of a full load, the sound of water filling the drum, that feels too woven into the routine to give up? Leave your answer in the comments. Drop a like if this was worth your time, and subscribe to the channel so you're there when the next video goes up covering the technology that's quietly rewriting the rules on objects we assumed were finished evolving.